Hello guys, the clear coat is finally dried, so I'm almost ready to take the cockpit or take all the parts downstairs and assemble everything together. But I still have a couple of things to do before it, like installing the leg in the front. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I will use this plate. It's a piece of plumbing and this pipe which is screwing in a plate, and it will be a strong front leg so it won't break. For the first 12 inches I've installed or I've laminated about a quarter of inch of fiberglass before doing the primer and the paint, all this stuff. So this is very strong, and I did that because this section is only made from 3/8 inch plywood, which it was a little flimsy just to install the leg that will hold the front of the cockpit. First I need to find the center. I will install it about at 6 inches. Where's the drop? Okay. Let's say the center at 5.5 inches. Can I see the mark? Not very well. So let's say 5.5 inches, and the center here is 19 divided by 2. It's 8.5. Nope, not really. 9.5, I mean, so I was right on it. So now I will put the plate in the center of the mark. And I will mark every hole. Stay there. There we go. Now I can drill those holes. There we go, they all are done. This is it, guys. After 6 months working on that thing, it's finally back in the basement. So I will give it a good wash because it's all kind of dusty in here. I sculpted the foam, I've made the putty, the fiberglass. There was a lot of sanding. I got some fume of orange here, but I won't bother painting back black because it will be hidden under the hood anyway. This section will not be visible since the hood is practically sitting on those bolts. So I won't bother with this section, but I will give everything else a good wash. All my parts are here. 2 side pods, the headrest, the air intake or the air vent, and the hood. Now that it's clean, I will install some leg chair cushion or whatever it's called on the little support, so it will be easier to slide this thing around. Oh, there's still some dust. It will be easier to slide this thing around in the room without scratching the floor. Ten inches, let's say 10 inches and 1/8. The pipe is cut, let's install it. I will fit now. Here we go. The cushion is on. Super easy to move. Now the fun part. Let's install some side pods, headrest. I will have some adjustment to do for the air intake or the air vent over the head. Stay. I got one side pod installed. One there, that's all. Now let's try the air intake. To adjust that, I will need to install the hood and the headrest. So let's put everything on and adjust this air intake. So I'm having the surprise the same time as you do, guys, because it's the first time I'm seeing it full assemble with the livery on it. Only the sticker and the sponsors missing. I did try to print a sticker myself, but it didn't turn well. I will put a sticker over it. It won't show. But this is my cockpit. I still have the lock to put on the headrest. As you can see, there's a gap. I will need to fix this number issue here, but it will do for now. Now that I know what it looked like all assembled, it's time to remove the hood, remove the headrest, and put some hardware in it. So let's jump to it. With some force I managed to put back the pedal in. I won't screw them at the right position just yet because I need to adjust the wheelbase. I'll just put that here so I can see how it fit. Put that in the steering column shaft. Okay, so I had to remove the piece that was here because it was too low for the wheelbase. Because the wheelbase was hitting the pedal set, I mean. So I put this piece temporary. I will think of something later, but anyway, when I will install front wing, this piece will be hidden, so it's not a big deal. Now I will bolt the wheelbase at its place. That won't go anywhere. There you go. That pedal set now. It won't get in because of the wire. It's pretty tight underneath, so. Fix the air vent or the air intake. I did install some nuts in the piece before with glue. Now I just screw a bolt in it. I put 2 screws on the body so it's tight. Obviously it's moving a bit, but it won't go anywhere, it won't move. So now I can adjust my headrest. Actually the headrest already adjust. The only thing I need to do on the headrest is figure out how thick the cushion I will need for my head, because obviously I won't rest my head directly on this, will be too hard. But for now I will adjust or cut. As you remember, I bought a yoga mat for the seats, but obviously the seat is tapered since all the body is wider in the back than in the front. So I need to place the mat at the right position and then cut it with my knife. And after that, I will see, maybe I will tack it in it. But my guess is when it will be cut at the right position, at the right shape, it won't move very much, but I will see after that. But for now I need to cut it. But now it's cut, and I was just saying I left this flap as a spare if I want to add a 2x4, or if I want to put something as a back support, or if I want to move one 2x4 at a time, because I still have the possibility on adjusting one separately of the others just by removing the side pods. I can still see the screws outside of the cockpit, so if I want to modify the back support, or if I want to change the support of my neck, I will be able to. About that support for my neck, I received a funny comment in the previous version, not the previous version, but the previous part of this build, of a person saying that I looked like I was sitting on in my bath because my neck and my head were very backward. And the reason is my screen is pretty high, and if I want to focus on the center of the screen, which is about 4 feet at least 3 feet higher than the horizon of the cockpit. I need to tilt my head back because I just don't want to have my head level with the horizon and having to force my eyes all the time upward. I rather have my head tilted in the back, having a comfortable position with my neck, my shoulder, and all of this, so I don't feel tired after driving for 1.5 hours or 2 in the middle of the race. And it is the reason why my head and my neck are so pushed in the back when I'm driving this seat. But this adjustment, as I said, is just 1 2x4 at a time. So if someone have a 3-screen setup, it's easy to just move the couple 3 or 4 last 2x4, 3-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch in front. So you can have the eyes matching the horizon, leveling the cockpit, but it's not my case. If I decide to go for a VR or a 3-screen setup, I will change my position, of course, because I don't want to look at the ceiling when I'm driving on a screen just in front of my eyes. But for now, it's the perfect position for me. If we continue with the mat, I just cut it, I let that flap. For now, I will not tack anything. I will see if it's moving. If it's moving, I will put some tack. I already put some tack in the front so it doesn't get out of the cockpit when I pull my feet or my leg out of the tunnel. So now my air intake is fixed. The side pods are fixed. The only thing that will not be fixed is the hood and the headrest. Obviously the headrest, because I need to take it out every time I want to get out of the cockpit. And the hood is because someone asked if my hood was installed with inches or just drop off on the body. And it is just drop off, and the reason is it's not built very strong. The main shape of the hood is made from 3/8 thick plywood, but it's mainly from foam and putty. So if I put inches on a hood, the putty will crack by opening it and closing it too many times. So by having just a removable hood like this, I just set it on a wall while I'm working in the inside. There's no danger that nothing crack, and I don't have the hood in my way. But now that the steering column shaft is tight, the wheelbase is tight, the pedal are tight, I tied up the cable for the steering wheel. The pedal doesn't get in the way. And the hood, it's not something that I will remove very often. After all the hardware is in, it's adjust. I don't have the needs to go in there anymore. So this is it for now, guys. In the next and final video about my cockpit build, I will be able to show you a final product with the sponsor sticker and a telemetry display dashboard. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so you will receive the notification as soon as I will release this final video on my cockpit build. On this, I wish everybody a great day and see you later. Goodbye.